Welcome to my channel. This is the first Call of Duty video I have ever posted, so please let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I decided to make this video because I want my channel to include all of the things that most represent me as a creator slash streamer, and that I genuinely enjoy doing. Call of Duty is one of the games that I've played a lot over the last few years, and I got really into the ranked slash competitive scene, and I've been loving it. Seeing Optic win champs this year with Dashi's redemption arc, I mean, esports just doesn't get any better than that. Even Dashi's in complete disbelief there. It was awesome. This past week I've been playing a lot of the Black Ops 6 beta, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. Well, not the beta, but the game as a whole. I can explain in a second, but first I want to highlight that while many content creators out there are getting 2 accounts so that they can, reverse boost themselves into bot lobbies and avoid skill-based matchmaking altogether to show you good gameplay, I'm over here getting slammed by none other than Toronto Ultra's Kleenex in my lobbies, so please forgive the mid gameplay in the background here. I am not a pro, but I love COD, and I have consistently achieved relatively high ranks in ranked play, with my highest rank being Master in Cold War, which is probably why I am so excited about another Treyarch COD. So, back to the BO6 beta. The beta is, well, very underwhelming. We have access to a few game modes on the same set of 4 maps constantly rotating around. Our player level is capped at level 20. We have a very limited selection of weapons and attachments with no detailed gunsmith numbers, no firing range to test things, no private lobbies, no zombies beta, and the list of have-nots goes on and on. As a beta, it's not particularly interesting. That being said, the game itself feels great. At first it's a little jarring how different it feels from Modern Warfare 3. The movement feels a little clunky initially. Once you realize that you absolutely need to equip the dexterity perk to get around the game's sort of clunky feeling, with your ADS moving around all over the place anytime you jump or slide, then at that point the game starts to feel very good. It's unfortunate that you need to use a perk to get around one of the game's movement design decisions, but hey, anyways, at least the perk is there to shut off that part of the game. Dexterity perk is basically a must-have, and basically everyone will be running it, so at this stage the developers might as well tone down the visual recoil slash sort of jankiness of the movement when you don't have it on to begin with. All that out of the way, let's cover what makes this game great. Number 1, TTK. Yep, let's start with the most controversial topic right away, why don't we? Many have been claiming that TTK is a lot faster in this game than any COD ever before, and that's just objectively not true. The numbers are actually out there, and Exclusive Ace just put out a video detailing the TTK if you're interested in that. The gist of it is that this game's TTK is actually pretty close to last year's, which was considered a slow TTK game. In fact, Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 have much faster TTKs than this game does. So personally, overlooking any weird sort of desync issues, which there are quite a few of in the beta, I personally love the TTK and how this feels. I'm sure things like rapid fire will be instantly G8 this year, so overall any feeling of like insanely fast TTK will be controlled, at least within the ranked slash competitive environments of the game. Now we can get to the second thing I really love, and that's the gunplay, the weapons, the sound design, and the general feel of it all. It feels punchy and satisfying, and when you cross-map someone, it feels just really good. Something that adds to this is the return of medals being displayed at the top of the screen and the sound that comes with that. I personally love these, and in my opinion, medals are a key part of COD's identity. To some, they feel a bit too arcadey, but I've always been a huge fan of the CODs that take more of an arcadey shooter approach as opposed to the hyper-realistic ones. Now let's get to number 3. The talk of the town, Omni movement. Honestly, people made way too much of a big deal about this initially. It feels like it's not overpowered. The Omni movement, when speaking strictly about sprinting or sliding, actually feels like it should have just always been this way. Now when it comes to the diving, going prone on your back, it'll take some getting used to, but seriously, the diving seems sort of fun at first, but it's very situational, and more often than not it'll leave you defenseless, and it's just very risky. So it's not by any means overpowered. Now with all of that out of the way, the question we're left with is, will this COD be more viable competitively than previous years? both from a player perspective and a viewership perspective. My thoughts right now are that, yes, provided the rest of the maps play better than the small subset of 4 maps that we've got so far in the beta. Now from a viewer's perspective, this COD is actually pretty easy to watch and follow. Visually, it's clear, it's got pops of color, except for Scud. You can leave that aside for a moment. Everything looks big enough to discern on screen, unlike most of the Sledgehammer CODs in the past, where everything just looks kind of miniature somehow. I don't know how that happens in every Sledgehammer game. It's like everything just feels smaller, the gun is smaller, your character model's smaller, everything's just smaller somehow. But not this game. It's very clear and easy to see what's going on. So I think overall this will be a good year for COD, but that's just my opinion. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to stop by my live stream over on Twitch to say hello. I'll leave the link in the description below. I stream almost every day after 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.